for the thousands joining us live and the millions that have joined us from around the world. It's time to meet the finalists. Would you please welcome a player that has won every single PDT televised title. He's the reigning world #1, 4-time Players Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the reigning 3-time champion of the world, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of 9 PDT ranking events, he is a 2-time back-to-back Grand Slam champion, the Iceman, Gerwen.
Take the mics for the first part of this final are Chris Mason and John Rawling.
And what a final this could be. And I tell you what, Chris, talk about rehabilitation of a villain. You see there, the Iceman to freeze NVG. He got a tremendous reception there.
Incredible, wasn't it? Yeah, the roof came off the place. They absolutely love him.
Once upon
Seen
a time.
another side of him, I think, from the Grand Slam just a week ago. Show respect, Gezi Price. There we go. You show him a bit of respect and give him the chance to perform at his best. This is what you get from him. A tournament average of exactly 102.
Michael van Gerwen averaging just shy of 100, and 3 good wins on his way to the final there. But the telling result in the preamble to this, and of course the closing stages of the Grand Slam, was that semi-final when after, what, 19 times of trying, Gerwen Price beat Michael van Gerwen 16-12.
Yeah, he came so close on so many other occasions, but yeah, eventually got over the line. That will give him not just confidence, but genuine belief.
Well, strap yourself in. This could be quite a ride. Oh, unlucky, just the wrong side of the wire.
'96.
Imperative. Price gets out of the box quick.
First to 11 to win this.
434.
I think there could be some huge numbers in this.
The curriculator, Kirk Bevins there, our referee for the final. Sorry, John, what did you...
I was suggesting that there are going to be lots of high scores, of which somebody with the intellect and mental dexterity of Kirk would be very impressed.
Absolutely. Countdown champion multiple times. Now turned...
140.
Well, it started rapidly. Price 12 darts down to 56.
96.
Van Gerwen 12 darts down to 76. Who's going to get the checkout? Tops 2 darts.
36.
Ian White let Michael off in the early stages of their semi-final.
and it cost him.
Dearly.
Where are we? Double four?
Yep.
Yeah, to get the old cogs turning then, as indeed I did.
Gerwen, you require 20.
Pressure.
10. Michael, you require 8.
That set the tone.
This is for a break of throw, of course. Oh, I can't believe it. You can't get any closer.
Gerwen, you
get
require
a piece of
10.
paper in between that dart and the double.
Well, 18 darts now. After
Deep breath.
starting.
Pitch one over.
8.
Pitches one over at the wrong time.
8.
Right, just got for the ball, lads, for the first leg.
Gerwen, you require 2.
This is like the dog and duck on Sunday lunchtime there.
The two best players in the world, they can't knock up. That's better.
This time, surely. Oh, my word!
Michael, you require 4. Into the first leg, Michael.
And can normal service now be
Second leg,
resumed?
it's Michael to throw first.
Break of
Game.
throw after all that.
Yeah, just got to. Gerwen Price has just got to forget about that one. Get it out of his head. And just try and break straight back.
26.
Look at this.
Well, yeah, I certainly gave it the build-up, big build-up, didn't I? But it's got some improving to do.
It's the real commentator's curse. both averaging 62.
I take personal responsibility.
140.
I like it.
The final I can remember like that was Ted Anke and Ronnie Baxter in 2000. Started off a bit like that.
139. 101.
Hanky won the Lakeside
Yeah,
that year, didn't he?
6-0, finished on 170.
Ronnie got his preparations wrong.
Yeah, might have
84.
over-practiced before that one.
It's got in his head a little bit, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
well, I suggested that
85.
before this leg started, he just had to
112.
put it to the back of his mind and forget it ever happened, and start the final in from there.
88.
Perfect setup.
So double 12 when he returns. Gerwen's got to get into this match and
57.
settle down
Yeah.
quickly,
Yeah.
because if
24.
Michael gets away, well, we all know what can happen.
Goes off like a steam train then, doesn't he?
It's on the
Just
second
gets
leg.
better and better and
Michael
better
Gerwen.
as the match
Third
goes
leg,
on.
it's Gerwen to throw first. Game. .57.
The Welsh fans, bit out of season for Daffodils.
108.
First of the match.
The 23rd of the tournament for Michael.
134.
Maybe if the big scores start coming, they'll fire each other off, as indeed was the case when Michael
90.
van Gerwen got his 9-darter against A.D. Lewis. They'd been rubbish for the first 5 legs by their own standards, and then just absolutely blitzed it when they came back. Something's annoying him. Whether it was a noise from the crowd or what.
100.
He's not happy.
No,
What was that about, Chris? What do you reckon?
not sure, maybe he's just fed up that he put one in there and then didn't get the right kind of lie.
71.
Shot to leave 60. Look, 4th time he's done that today. Going to fill it to try and get the reaction from the crowd.
140. Michael, you require 6.
20 tops for 3-0 for another break of throw.
He's got the double break.
I bet he's not.
Gerwen, you require
2 from
7.
12 for Michael. None from 10.
Something's bugging him, I don't know what.
Tops. Maybe feels Michael's getting a bit too close.
Good dart indeed. Maybe that'll help him settle down. I didn't notice Michael walking particularly close to him when he was coming back. Did he?
140.
Not sure.
Gerwen, did he just try to...
Something, I don't know. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I can't see or hear anything from here.
Well, it's mystifying. There's definitely something going on.
51.
I didn't see. I'm not aware of any noises from the audience, which is usually. Now that's where. Is Gerwen trying to prove a point there and walking? Should we say close?
82.
Maybe we're reading too much into it.
Well, something definitely something's gone off up there, but there we go.
140.
They'll move on. Finish the darts and get the gloves on.
Well, that should be an interesting one. I suspect I know where my money would be.
Needs to find a trouble to leave a finish.
Oh,
good dart.
137.
Well,
Michael,
that's a big fish.
170.
Now he's going for the big fish. Oof.
134.
Not a bad second prize.
Gerwen, you require 142.
142 for the break back.
I think Gerwen's now just waiting for him to get out of the way and trying to just take the pace off the game.
Needed another one for tops.
122.
Just in case.
Michael, you require 36.
Both have to double after 12. First pop to Michael. Nails it. Second
The
dart.
leg is Gerwen to throw first.
As we said, we said before, he's taking his time there, going. But we said before, didn't we? You know, it's so important against Michael not to get caught in the blocks.
Spot on.
As you surrender that early break as Gerwen did, and you're under the cosh. You're chasing the game straight away.
123.
Yeah, and if you play at Michael's pace, you know, you watch him in some of them games with players like Gary Anderson and Michael Smith, you just get caught up in that whole pace, and it's a pace that suits Michael, and not necessarily your own rhythm and tempo. He's looking much more assured now that he's been
Well, he's maybe just got into the game and he's just sort of easing back a bit, isn't he, Gerwen?
Yeah.
He's just
Bit
taking
more
his
methodical,
time
isn't
and
he?
just, you know, you don't have
Bit
to be
more
up there
measured.
throwing as the bloke comes straight past you. Just let him come past you.
Yeah, he's been, well, look, he's been just far more measured. Treble 18.
58.
Averages are going up. Van Gerwen now at 95, Price at 87. They were in the 60s early on. Was it a 24 dart opening leg or something like that?
A bit more than that.
49. Michael, 138.
He did that, but need another of those for double 12.
86.
Yep.
Gerwen, you require 157.
57 tops. Nope. So it's looking like
break a throw beckoning here.
93.
yeah.
Michael,
We will have that
you
double
are
break and a
52.
4-1 lead.
Interval at the end of this leg, of course. And that looks like a good markup. Oh, he's missed it.
20.
He's missed it now. This is huge for
Gerwen,
Price.
you require 64.
He can somehow muster up tops now with one dart in hand. It's huge for him going into the break.
gets it, and there's a little bit of a reaction one way or another from Gerwen Price, but he's got it, and that was such an important moment. Van Gerwen with the break of throw, he comes off leading 3-2. Angels while you've been
Tremendous,
watching the
it?
adverts, and they absolutely raised the roof. I even put a word or two in myself.
He did.
3-2, Michael Van Gerwen leads with the break of throw, and now has the darts.
Huge moment at the end of that mini session.
5,000 fans watching on.
98.
Brilliant. Second maximum. Certainly warm out there in the audience.
It's warm in here. Don't know what it's like on that stage. Oh, goodness.
Mervyn King, who got to the final, had been struggling.
134.
He's had 9 darts to 129, and very much in control of this leg.
Yeah, prior to this final,
170.
Price's tournament average was 102. We're into the 6th leg, so it's worth mentioning. He's only averaging 85. I know we had that disastrous opening leg, but
96.
had enough time to sort of pull their averages up. Michael's up around 96, 10 points higher.
Well, there's another leg for Van Gerwen. After the win in Wolverhampton at the Grand Slam, a lot of people, myself included, were saying, well, you know, is this the start of Michael coming under real pressure from Gerwen Price, who's ranked number 3 in the world, and what happens here isn't going to change his number 3 ranking or Michael Van Gerwen's number 1 ranking. Maybe Gerwen himself felt that. That's his first maximum.
Yeah, I think he's just handled it very well for the last 3 days. You know, coming off winning a huge major in the Grand Slam. I think he's responded really well. And he's thrown some beautiful darts in this event.
And he's only 1 break behind, isn't he?
But sometimes, you know, you just have a. Sometimes you get away with an off game. Sometimes you don't. You know, we've seen Michael get away with a couple.
Tops. This is for a. Oh, in we go. A 12 darter. That's more like it. And there's the trademark roar.
And his throw was under serious pressure there.
And here's the response.
3
perfect darts at the end of 1 leg and 3 into the start of another.
59.
Needs one of those legs on the MVG throw to get that break back.
57. $100.
To a wee bit more. The Gerwen Derby.
$100. $140. Might do 164. $100.
And Gerwen first down, and he'll have 64 when he comes back.
122.
Into the ball with the last dart, of course, but now 64.
Michael's finishing has been a little suspect.
Yeah,
not on this occasion.
5 out of 20 on the doubles, and there goes the little cushion again.
96.
Michael's at twice as many 140s already in this match.
135.
3-1 up in the 180 column to Michael.
125.
With a flyer with the last dart.
I'm sure it was a deflection or a flyer there. John couldn't see it.
A bit of both.
140.
Fairly cool on TV.
100.
Again, the Price throw under pressure.
Oh, great darts.
140.
Terrific darts.
Just not scoring heavy enough at the moment.
Well, 140 will do.
And then it's just fingers crossed.
140.
Well, for the break of throw, 86. He's only got a 4.
So he's going to get a go at tops.
Everyone you require.
It was a bit of a loose visit.
Yeah.
13 darter.
Gerwen Price.
Turns to salute his fans and a shake of the head from the Van Gerwen doppelganger.
134.
We've got to exit the box at the end of this leg, Chris. It's been a terrific weekend, and this is beautifully poised. If Price could just find a way to get a break, looking unlikely here. It's still advantage Van Gerwen, but it could yet be an epic final.
Yeah, back-to-back 1-3-4s in this leg so far for Michael.
100.
Good start down there. 7 leaves a ton.
133.
Exactly. Here we go.
Called and delivered.
No,
He couldn't leave the finish, so now he's got to just hope that Michael makes a hash of this. Well, he could go
No.
for the flashy one.
No point. Good ball management.
Played the
From
percentages.
Yeah, from the world number 1.
60. Michael require 40.
I think that's just about that for this leg. Van Gerwen, that's a decent first dart, and that's a very good second dart. And he leaves the stage still ahead, courtesy of that early break of throw. Gerwen Price has somehow got to find a way to break back. Can he do it? He's going to have to do it if he's going to beat the world number 1, because after 10 legs...
Everybody would have wanted before a dart was thrown on Friday lunchtime. 64 down to the best 2 players in the world. And Gerwen Price may well be a good 8 or 9 points down in the averages, but thanks to Michael Van Gerwen missing doubles, he's hanging on in there. Just 1 break of throw in it, and that came in the very first leg when they missed 17 darts between them. Price missing 10 darts to hold his throw. It's proving costly at the moment.
Yes, that was an absolutely incredible start. All those missed doubles. Both players missing, looking at each other. The crowd got involved. It was incredible, it really was.
140.
Is it going to be a 5th Players' Championship crown for
50.
the world champ? Or is Gerwen Price going to win 2 majors in the space of 7 days? Still all to play for, and we rather hope that the best is yet to come.
Well, there's no doubt about it, Stuart. It's improved. And Van Gerwen isn't playing badly, but he has missed a couple of opportunities to have a bigger gap than the 6-4, because that is dangerous.
96.
Well, yeah, he missed 2 darts, Van Gerwen, to go 3-0 up. He missed 2 more darts to go 4-1 up. Both on the Price throw.
127. Gerwen Uruguay 74.
The tops.
Tops for the Welshman. They get back within 1 once more.
54. Michael 141.
Well, this came at the end of the 9-darter the other day. This is really important. Double 12! Oh, that's a long way off.
A big opportunity for Michael Van Gerwen. Big moment for Gerwen Price. He's hanging on, isn't he? Cannot be shaken off. in a way, it sort of roles reversed, I feel, from the Grand Slam final when Price was dominating throughout and Michael van Gerwen just kept fighting along. Well, the best is yet to come. The best is coming here. 180, 180.
What a start to this leg.
134.
Scoring outstanding from both players. Well, Van Gerwen hit a 9 the other day. Price was almost given the opportunity to get one.
Price has picked it up since the break for sure.
44.
Now a chance. Now a real opportunity for Gerwen Price.
And he knows it.
64. Michael 143.
He'd have hoped for better, for sure. Just missed double, well, didn't just miss, but missed double 12 for a 1-4-1.
135. Gerwen 118.
Good set up. This is an opportunity. 18 for tops. He's normally impeccable. You can see the look on his face, the concentration. He needs it.
78. Michael, you require 8.
Could have been 6 apiece. May yet be 6 apiece. Amazing. 20 missed starts at double from Michael van Gerwen. Oh, we've got a final now. We've got a final on our hands now. Over 5,000 here, packed in and loving every single second.
Game.
Well, it's been a strange game, Stuart. It really has. Michael van Gerwen ends up losing this. He will kick himself. But fair play to Gerwen Price. He's hung in there. And that's the important thing, is when you're behind and things aren't going your way, just to hang in there and hopefully wait for your moment. That was the moment. 3 missed darts.
Oh, Van Gerwen is paying the price, certainly for those missed doubles, and the Welshman is really fired up, isn't he now? Pumped up, looking, would you believe, to go ahead for the first time in this final.
59.
The way the game was going, it didn't look likely.
96.
Van Gerwen kept challenging against the darts and was winning his own throw okay until that moment. And he missed 3 darts at the double.
123. Gerwen, you require 81.
Well, he's got 6 darts if he needs it. That's why he went this way.
57.
Last time this occasion wasn't done during the match. On this occasion, he has to lead incredibly for the first time.
Oh, there it is. Gerwen Price wins 3 legs on the spin. Ahead for the very first time. Remember, Van Gerwen led 3-1. Should have been 4-1 up at the break. But missed doubles are costing Michael van Gerwen. And all of a sudden, Gerwen Price can sniff blood.
138.
And Michael's toddling along. He just needs a bit of fire, doesn't he? Doesn't seem to have that fire there. You quite often see, certainly when he takes a crucial double out or hits the maximum.
99. $140. 100.
86. He made a bit of a mess of that earlier on, didn't he, Stuart? Crucial point in the match.
100.
A little bit of pressure.
86.
Van Gerwen looking at 86 to level up this match. Have to stay there. And that was the danger.
Well, the danger was he went for the treble 18,
Rather than
not
the
the big
signal
18.
to leave the ball. He's made a mess at 86 again. Will he pay a big price?
That's a strange way to go for me.
Well, that's always the danger, going that way. It's a really strange way.
41.
Well, he's been so good on tops. Alan's puzzled. We're all puzzled by Price's choice. Last start in hand. Relief for Van Gerwen. Still, we can't split them. It's 7 apiece.
180.
Turning into a cracker. 119. Hit the 25, you still got to get a treble. Hit the bull, 19 bull. I just don't understand it.
Treble 2019 tops.
137.
And Gerwen Price is that's where he goes. All academic now. It's 7-all.
99.
He really has, since that second break, put his foot on the accelerator.
96. Gerwen Uruguay 44.
4 tops. The Motown shot.
Yeah, it's on the 15 leg.
Gerwen Price is back in front. What a final we've got here in Minehead. The Grand Slam champ against the world champ. The #1 seed against the world #1. And they're not letting us down. We're going the distance. 2 great starting prize fighters. And they're serving up a treat. Price leads 8-7, 11 legs to win the title. Players really are turning on the style as we reach the business end of what's been a fantastic weekend.
16 leg is Michael
Two
to first.
best in the world at the moment, going toe-to-toe for the Players' Championship crown.
140.
Yes, and the next couple of legs could be absolutely crucial.
137.
Both players will be very much aware of that after that break. Getting the thoughts,
96.
keeping themselves loose during that break. Ready for the final push.
121.
A terrific adjustment from the Welshman.
Yes, the important thing there was he didn't stop.
133.
They really are matching each other now, aren't they? Blow for blow.
96.
Yeah, there's nothing in it apart from those moments when there's a missed double.
60. Gerwen Uruguay 147.
He's going to put as much pressure on Van Gerwen as he can.
59. Michael
That
Uruguay
may not be good
72.
enough. We'll see. One dart at tops.
Yeah,
He's level
60
again.
leg, Michael Van Gerwen. 70 leg is going to throw first.
It certainly looks a little bit more fired up than he had done in the previous half an hour or so, Stuart, for me. Getting towards that business end.
134.
Is this a slip?
42.
It could be. Price, of course, looking to strike a psychological blow ahead of the World Championship. Van Gerwen the favourite to win at the Ali Pali. Gerwen Price is the second favourite. And that one poor visit could cost him
55.
2 poor visits, and all of a sudden it's a different game.
Yes, you can almost afford one poor visit, but when you get 2, and
133.
your opponent's at 2 big scores.
59.
Well, that's 3 consecutive visits without a big treble. Price now in a lot of trouble as Van Gerwen looks at tops and now double 10.
80.
Well, he will return. He would obviously like to take it out on that visit and move straight onto the next leg.
140. Michael Gerwen 20.
To break, to go ahead. Double 5. There's the celebration. Both players know how crucial that is. It was a poor leg from Gerwen Price, but for Michael Van Gerwen, the spoils of war. He's 2 away.
Yeah, he's trying to keep himself focused and composed and relaxed. Very difficult in this atmosphere in a final.
108.
Well, that's not composed, that's the roar.
And he will give it large now. Price led 8-7. Is Van Gerwen going to win 3 on the spin to take him to the verge of victory?
140.
You just get a feeling here that Van Gerwen believes it's his. Price will battle back for all he's worth.
77.
The next couple of visits for me.
134.
What a scoring leg, Stuart.
47 after 9, Van Gerwen
80.
to go within 1 leg
47.
of the title.
15.
Oh,
Gerwen, you require 144.
This will be something. 26 darts at double from Michael Van Gerwen, but he's still ahead.
crucial points as well, and that's the issue.
Oh, can he?
88. Michael 32.
I think everyone's heart skipped a beat after that first dart. But Van Gerwen does win 3 on the spin, and it's now or never for Gerwen Price. There's 3 legs left in this final, and he's got to win the lot.
180.
There's no doubt at all. After loads of composure, both players are really fired up, Stuart.
Now the final that we hope for.
When you look at that start, Stuart, and you mentioned all the missed doubles in that first leg,
96.
the averages took an absolute pounding. Van Gerwen 98.5, Price 96.5.
84.
It shows you that the standard has increased dramatically.
58.
That's 17th leg. And Price lost his throw after just losing the range.
120. Gerwen, you require 167.
Yeah. He'll stay there with Van Gerwen not on a finish. It'll be the perfect setup shot this for Gerwen Price.
127.
He will battle away here. But he's going to have to break Van Gerwen to send us into a deciding leg.
123.
He's got to take care of business here first.
Yes, on the 19th leg.
And he does.
20 legs,
10-9, Van Gerwen's throwing for the title. What's Gerwen Price got left in the tank?
123.
Well, we'd be happy with that start. After the second one, went into the treble 1. But that has the whole bed open.
Oh, it's not over yet! Fabulous! But Van Gerwen trying to stay cool and composed.
Oh. 56.
Even the very best get nervous.
Well, there's no doubt at all, Stuart. They're both feeling it. They're scoring heavily, then they have the odd slip.
Oh,
What a game. What a final. What a visit.
145.
Brilliant response from Van Gerwen.
219 for two tops. It's got to be. Two tops to stay in the final. There's one.
Amazing.
Tops!
170.
What an effort from Price. For the match then. Double 10 for Michael Van Gerwen. And he's missed! He's missed! Incredible drama! It isn't over yet! Wow! A lifeline for Price! Well, he's had his chance. He's had 4 chances. We should be into a deciding leg. That's a great guide. Another great guide. And there's the winning dart for Michael Van Gerwen. What a final. What a performance. Van Gerwen beats Gerwen Price. Great sportsmanship at the end. Brilliant, brilliant darts. A week ago, Gerwen Price beat Michael Van Gerwen in the Grand Slam semi-final, but for mighty Mike, it's a 5th Players' Championship crown.
Well, what an incredible final. It started off strange with all those missed doubles. Maximum scoring for fun in the middle. Tension, incredible tension at the end. But incredibly, Michael Van Gerwen hit the double 5 with the last dart to win the title.
Great respect as well. You could see how much that means for Michael Van Gerwen. He was under the cosh, but he won 4 legs out of 5. He missed 2 match darts after Price had missed tops. And then the Welshman came back. He had 3 clear darts, agonisingly missing all 3, which would have taken us to a deciding leg. And Van Gerwen, last dart in hand, nails double 5. And Van Gerwen is the Players' Champion 2019.
Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing final. And now it's time for our presentation. On behalf of our title sponsors, Ladbrokes, would you please welcome the event and sponsorship manager, Joe Burton, and the head of sponsorship, Mr. Adrian Osman. Well, ladies and gentlemen, your runner-up receiving £50,000 and his salver, and it goes to the Iceman, Gerwen Price!
Gerwen, what a final, what a final. The margins were so small, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think the first leg was the best leg of all, wasn't it? And I mean, from that point in, Michael probably dominated the game, and I got my head in front, but he was the better player today. And yeah, I wish I could have got into the last leg decider and pushed him all the way, but yeah, the better man won. I played all right all tournament, and yeah, I'm happy, and the crowd, absolutely brilliant. I appreciate it.
Great respect from the Minehead crowd, and great respect between you and Michael as well. It feels like this is the big rivalry, potentially, for many years to come there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy to be up here playing the likes of Michael. I mean, like 6-7 years ago, I'm playing rugby. Now I'm playing the best players in the world, so happy days.
All right, Gerwen, and as preparation goes for the World Championships, this is pretty good.
I don't think it can get much better. I wish I win this game, but like I said, the better player won.
Well done, Gerwen. Gerwen Price, ladies and gentlemen.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is the moment we've all been waiting for as we crown our winner. Receiving the magnificent trophy, £100,000, and for the 5th time in his career, we crown him the Ladbrokes Players' Championship Finals winner, Mighty Michael Van Gerwen!
Michael, you've stood here so many times. In the last 7 years, you've won 50 PDC televised tournaments. But I get a feeling that this one means almost more than many others because of the way you've had to win it.
Yeah, it was tough, especially today. I had to work really hard. Gerwen is a much more than a respected player in the BDC, and to beat him, it always feels good. And I had to work hard, but on the way I also had to beat Adrian Lewis, James Ray, people like them. Do you know what I mean? Just the world champion, I beat him well in the youth. Luke Humphreys in the first round. So that's tough, but always when I come here, it's like a great home welcome. The people here are fantastic, and I want to say that.
It was a great game. You broke him very early on, but you couldn't put him away, and he came back at you and got his nose in front late on as well.
No, exactly. I couldn't put him away. I think I was only slightly better in this game than him. I missed a few darts on my double to break him again, and he always keeps on my nerves because he's a phenomenal player, Gerwen, and you have to do absolutely your best if you want to beat him. And fair play. I think we both deserve to be in the final here. And from here on, I hope we're going to go. I'm looking forward to a great World Championship as well.
He beat you in the Grand Slam, of course. He put you out here. You've beaten him here in the final. It's a great rivalry between you two now, isn't it?
I love the rivalry. I just want to tell him this is the first of the next 19 as well.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for your champion here tonight. Once again, Michael Van Gerwen!
Oh, these two could give us a huge amount of entertainment for many, many years to come. That was absolutely fabulous. I do hope you were with us from the very first leg where they were averaging 62 after their 17 missed darts at double. But that's what you can get on a stage such as this when the nerves can kick in. But the two of them looked like they enjoyed themselves in the end. And Alan Warren Little and Chris Mason with me having watched that.
Well, to me, I mean, it was a great final simply because of the drama that unfolded all the way through. It started in leg one with that crazy leg where they missed so many darts at the double. I can't remember how many. It was like watching me and Chris in an exhibition. It was that bad. But obviously they upped the game. But there was tension all the way through. Almost every leg when players were on a double. And then what unfolded at the end was incredible because it could have gone either way. Michael did it in the end. He kept giving Gerwen chances to get back in the game, but he took them. He kept hanging in there because Michael was almost not fully in control, but in control. And all of a sudden he lost his throw with 3 darts at the double, and then Gerwen went in front, and you just thought he was going to take it.
Yeah, it was just incredible. And at the end there, on that 137, he hit the 57, hit the first tops. That goes in, it's 10-all. And then Gerwen Price would have had the darts in the decider, and anything could have happened there. When Gerwen reflects and looks back, this is one that got away because he was definitely good enough to win it. But Michael, being the champion he is, 50 PDC TV titles, that's what he does. And he's topped off what's been an incredible 3 days here. He hit the 9 darter, he's had a 170, and now he's a champion for the 5th time. It's just been it's just been a seriously memorable tournament.
And one thing I want to say as well is, I mean, Gerwen's one of our, I'm on about Gerwen Price, one of our prime players now. We've mentioned that he's one of the top 2 players in the world at this moment, not on the rankings. But what I've liked about this tournament is he's got the respect from the crowd. The crowd here have come here to see good darts. They've cheered good darts all the way through for every player, and that's what we want to see.
Yeah, and I mean, these are 2 of the most expressive on-stage presence that we have, and it's going to be a rivalry that will last for years and years and years. Yeah, he's cooling off. But yeah, it's just been a great tournament, and finished off with capped off with a great final, which is what we all wanted to see.
You've got 5,000 people in an arena such as this. They're here to party. Some of them a little bit jaded this afternoon in the quarter-final session.
That's just us.
They did manage to lift themselves tonight, but being in this environment, the energy in the room, I'm sorry if it sounds like a cliche, but it is extraordinary when you have no idea what's going to happen next.
And the support for Pricey, that was the thing, the turnaround. I mean, it was absolutely incredible, those final moments, because they were willing the darts to go in for Gerwen Price.
These events are primed for dart fans. They come here for the 3 days or 4 days, on twice a year, for this one and the UK Open. They want to see good darts. They want to dress up, the party atmosphere they want to get involved in. He never showed it on TV, but we and Chris were just talking there. During the breaks, they were having a sing-along, and everybody in the whole room was singing. It was absolutely outstanding.
It does help when you're playing Robbie Williams, though, doesn't it? They were
and Sweet Caroline, of course.
And Sweet Caroline as well. Sorry, Daryl, you weren't here tonight. This time last year, it was Sweet Caroline, and it was Daryl Gurney lifting this trophy, and he finished on the bull on that occasion. But let's have another little look at how the match actually finished. It was very much in keeping with the nature of the game. And Chris Mason, I have to apologise to you. I was absolutely pummelling you, wasn't I? Hitting you really quite hard.
Well, we really wanted it to go to the deciding leg. That it was fitting that this final went all the way. You know, you think with Gerwen Price, he's such a good finisher. I mean, his finishing was just off the boil tonight. Only 9 from 29 attempts. But we were willing this one to go in because it wasn't about who won or who lost. We just wanted it. We wanted the drama of the final leg shootout.
Wanted to see him sweat just one more time. I mean, it was all the way through. What I noticed in the game, because I was commentating on the second bit, was that Michael was in control of his emotions most of the way through the match, and I was always wanting him to start firing up. Gerwen was doing it because that's part of his game, but Michael kept his composure until them moments towards the end when he really let rip towards the end on some of the finishes, and certainly at the end when he won the title.
We're loving what we're seeing from these two at the moment, and were they to meet at Ali Pali, that would be absolutely extraordinary as well. We would hugely look forward to that. But apart from these two, who's next best? Who else would you want to see rival them?
Well, Gary Anderson's been away for a long time. He obviously had that back issue, pulled out